Testing 1, 2. Okay. We got a mover. There. Done with that. Save. Okay. Pop over here and see what we're looking at. All right, so let's jump to our main. So this morning, I'm seeing a mover, NIVF. It's been a mover yesterday, doing a little bit of continuation movement. Let's go ahead and zoom back. So we saw this one yesterday during the pre-market, went all the way up here to $4.53, went up here to 441, and then faded the rest of the day. Now it's on a new uptrend, right? You got an uptrend from hit $1.50 and now is again moving up. And it's about to be 6 o'clock. We're about to hit that 6 o'clock point. It's coming back up here to the highs a little bit, and I'm just looking for uptrends. What kind of uptrends can I see visibly from yesterday? You know, we had this little uptrend before it faded, and it's actually come back up and reclaimed that uptrend and started making a new one. So we'll see. It's about to be the top of the hour. It's 5:59 right now. And we're going to see what kind of action comes through here. Let me look at the 5-minute and the 15-minute as well here. It is up 247%. No news on today, but as you can see, it has definitely made a big reclaim overnight. Up to $6. Now, speaking of the news, let me go and get it pulled up while we're watching. For NIVF. Got to close this candle right here at the top of the hour. A little bit of sell-off right there at 6. And we got all of these uptrends that we got marked out here. Let's see what it ends up holding. This uptrend is down here to about the $5. So we'll see what that wants to do. Will it continue? Or is it ready to walk down a little bit? Still up 240%, but the top of the hour, you can see a little bit of pressure came in here around this 616 level. Let's jump out to the 15-minute. See what kind of levels. So this is the uptrend that I was seeing there on the smaller time frame. 582. We got a level down here of $5. Let's go ahead and mark this up. If it ends up holding it down, I don't even know if it will. Got 1 right there. 2, 3 for the day, 15-minute. It's level 15. Okay, so there's some levels for the 15. We have the ATR high all the way down here that it did check off of down here at the 250s. So got a kind of big zone here. We'll see where it wants to go. Let's jump out to the 5 minute. Okay, so pretty much same levels applying. Point of control right now on the 5 minute is 483. Point of control on the 15 minute was, where are you? Okay, 390. And then on the 1 minute, zoom back. So we can see it pretty much double topped on the 1 minute. We'll see how what it does on this little trend down here at the 5. Another one just popped up, T-Raw, T-R-A, T-R-A-W. T-Raw. Let's look at that one real quick. This one's up 179%. Has news on today. Let's look at what the news is. News is, let's see, therapeutics. Okay, this one is an oncology drug. Let's do a little quick read. T-Raw up 100-something%. T-Raw clinical stage biopharmaceutical company developing novel therapies, but the headline is the pharma announces publication of compelling efficacy RDEB SCC patients treated with legacy oncology drug Ragocerative, and I don't know what that is. All right, let's go down here and kind of see what they're talking about. So right now we got NIVF and we got T-Raw that are up over 100%. Abbreviations. Okay, and this is day one catalyst too. Okay. So it says cumulative, let's see, RDD is caused by insufficient expression of some collagen, metastatic squamous cells carcinoma driven by overexpression of some kinase, tumors highly aggressive. Okay, so highly aggressive tumors that takes place, primary cause of death. Okay. This one might be a little bit more ready to go with that catalyst. It just got started, so it doesn't really have a trend yet. Let's look at the daily chart on T-Raw. Main. Okay, daily chart on T-Raw. Back this up. It's a popper. Okay, it's a popper. Just getting started on this trend. Was at $1.42 yesterday, and now it's up to went up to $4.50. What kind of levels up here? So we got $3 up here, and then all the way up here to like $8.60. Definitely some movement that could happen. But there's compelling data. They got 2 million shares traded right now. So interesting. The top 4 that we have up on the board right now are NIVF, BMGL, T-Raw, and ALZN. T-Raw has catalyst for today. BMGL got an SEC filing for today, but we can see the top movers are where people's eyes are going to end up going. Yep. Let's scoot this over. T-Raw back under 100% now, down to 250s, making its way on down. So we will continue watching these two. Keep our eyes on it. And T-Raw, like I said, it doesn't have a trend yet, so it's kind of hard to see where that one's going to be going. Let's go back over to NIVF. Let's see, it had this uptrend, stopped around the 512s. We'll have to see what that one wants to do. Both of them have 35 times their normal regular volume. But T-Raw only has 3 million shares when NIBF has 32 million. But I'm going to definitely keep T-Raw on the watch. T-Raw previous ATR was 41 cents. NIBF ATR is $1.05. We'll see what those want to do. ALZ and kind of fading off, just like T-Raw. But these do have catalysts on the day. That's what really is making me like T-Raw. But I bought these early before without seeing a trend first, and I just need to see that trend. I need to see that trend, not just jump in here. Because it could easily just fade on down here and then do exactly what NIBF did yesterday. So NIBF, we saw that one do this exact same thing, had its little pop-ups, and ended up fading for the day, you know, into these crazy dissensions, and then starts trending up. So I'm going to be patient and wait for that uptrend, identifying uptrends. All right, jumping back over to T-Raw. And let's go out to this 15 minutes, see what we can see. So still in that first 15 minute, about came back down to about half of the initial ramp up. And we'll see if we can see an uptrend through the day or whatnot, but I'll definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Let's go back out to NIBF. NIBF came back up there, back down to 511, still in this zone, finding more, still with the lower low here on the 15. Let's jump back to the 5 minute on T-Raw. See what we can see. So the bottom down here is 227. 227. Still no clear uptrend. So I'll wait. But it does have catalysts on the day. So right now it's I like it. $5 million shares on T-Raw now. So we got our first little bottom down here. 5 minute just needs to be tested down here at this 223. No confirmation that that's the bottom though. But we can see a previous struggle point right here at the $3 level, 308s. So let's see what it wants to do here. Does it want to touch 275s again? Get on down here and start showing us a real uptrend. And that's the hardest part about uptrends, is because it not only has to come down, it has to go back up and come down, go back up, come down, and you have to see the trend before you take action. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on, especially during pre-market. I've seen it so many times. It's just like, bro, why didn't I just wait on the trend, a visible trend? Jumping up there, and then looking for it to come on back down. So the point of control right now is at 298, right at the $3 level. So it's got this zone here from 225 all the way up here to 360. And again, struggling around that 3. Let's see if that becomes a little bit of resistance. Back out to INVF or NIVF. I mean, it's right at that $5 level, right on the trend. It's looking like it's going to end up breaking it down right on that 5. Especially behind this T-Raw moving up like it is. And if it does break down, we'll have to make a new trend, see if it breaks down these older trends back down here under the 5. Point of control is at 484. Let's go back over to T-Raw, which is becoming the number 2 on the day in volume. Breaking on down there, no visible trend yet. Threw another wick up there to the 394s. So we got 200% movers, and now coming on down, Point of control right now is at $3, 305. The ATR high is down here at the 163. Just trying to validate a trend here. VF. Did make a lower level here, so I want to see if it's actually going to end up breaking down this $5 again. It's only 4 cents away from 5. It's got room all the way down to the next level, $4. So we'll see what happens there. What will end up catching it. These 15-minute levels, I was just looking at to see their reaction, and this 15-minute level met up with the trend, so that's probably why I got a little bit of a pop here. Has room down to the next one, which is 429. So we'll see how that goes too. Let's flip back over to T-Raw. Reaching up to 10 million shares traded, and still no confirmed uptrend. Jump back out here to the 15 minutes, see what it's looking like. 15-minute level is 338 here. We got a 338. It wasn't too clear on the daily chart. That's why I haven't put a daily chart level out there. But 15-minute, okay. Let's go back to the daily real quick. See if I just missed it. Okay, so right now is at 317. It is under that 15 level. 310. So we got a daily level that could be here around the 315. Mark that as daily. Got a level down here of 267. $267. Oh, daily. And then below that, nothing's really clear. So let's put those two up as dailies. Let's jump back over here. Back to the 15. So we got the 15 marked up. 5 minute. Hit a low of this 310-ish level. Got a 5 minute level down here, the 225s. And we'll see how these end up. And that daily is almost at the bottom where it pulled back up right there. All right, back over to the 1. Again, we're getting these wicks looking for a breakdown. Start showing us that uptrend. Back over to NIVF. NIVF continued to break down that so-called uptrend, could not continue it. And now we don't know where this thing's going to have to try to go up again to show us the new, if it's going to continue uptrending. But now it is under 5, got room down to 429. So just letting it play into that downtrend, walk down. Back over to T-Raw. Again, throwing another wick up here. Showing a whole lot of pressure underneath this 375-ish level. One of the biggest things I've seen during pre-market trading is not finding trends for me. And then afterwards, when I see the trend, I'm like, why didn't I just wait for this? Why? What's wrong with me? Why? You know? But it is what it is. $350 is getting tested hard. You want to come down here and break down this level of the 3, this point of control of 334. So another wick there. Can you get under that point of control? Really shaky price action right here. Yep, coming on down. It's got another level down here, 310. Interesting. All right, let's jump back over to NIVF. We got another one popping up, which is KPRX. KPRX just jumped up. KPRX, let's go look into that one real quick. KPRX, it says it's got a press release from, nope, it's got an SEC filing today. What's your SEC filing? Okay. Form A current pursuant. Okay, Delaware. What are you doing? Class C stock. Okay, indicate share, blah, blah, blah. On May 30th, 2025, Kiora Pharmaceuticals entered an exclusive option agreement with Senju Pharmaceutical Company Limited with respect to the company's KIO 301 molecular photo switch product. Under the agreement, the company granted Senju an exclusive option to exercise rights to an exclusive development and commercialization agreement to the product throughout certain key countries in Asia, including Japan and China, for use in the field of retinitis pigmentosa and or any other disease in ophthalmology. Okay, under the agreement, Senju will pay the company an immediate option payment of 120, or not 120, 1.25 million. If the option is exercised, Kiora will receive an additional upfront payment in the mid single digit millions, as well as development, regulatory, and commercial milestones, plus tiered royalties on sales. The total deal value, assuming all milestones are met, is approximately 110 million plus royalties ranging from high single digit percentages to high teen percent. Single digit percentages to high teen percentages based on net sales and territories. Senju has a defined period to enter into exclusive development and commercialization agreement beginning after top line data from ongoing abacus. Okay, so they have an agreement, an option agreement to exercise if they exercise it, right? So if all of this goes to plan, if all this works out for them, then they could exercise that option and get paid around 110 million in total. So let's throw that up there. It's up 50% right now, and that is KPRX. KPRX. Keep an eye on that as well. BMGL fell off the watch. So the top three that we have right now is NIVF, TRAW, KPRX. And right now this is KPRX we got on the screen. Let's go look at the 15-minute. So it had a huge jump out there, hit high. Actually, let's jump over to the daily chart first and see if we can get daily levels. So looking out here on the daily levels, we can see it's been, kind of doing a little sell-off or whatnot. Closed yesterday at 285. Right now it is currently at 450. What kind of levels are clear here? So we got a little flat top here around 425, which it just finished playing around, but it's not super clear. I don't know if everybody will be looking at that level. We definitely got one up here at the 903s that people could be looking at, but that is quite a bit of ways up there. But these are low floats, so you really can't downplay them too much. They could make those moves. Behind that, let's scroll back a little bit. I'm seeing a gap. The top of this gap is at 788. That could be a level right there. So I'm going to mark both of these as daily levels. Daily. And then the other one is daily as well. But they are talking money. So, money talks. Now let's jump back over to the... Let's jump back over here to the to the 15. Nothing clear on the 15 as of yet, but it got crushed back down here to 305 and came all the way back up. So big moves there. Let's go to the 5-minute. So we can see it rushed down to the 299s, but no clear uptrend as of yet. It is up 84% right now and just did a little bit of a breakout. It has 3 million shares traded. Now the floats, did I go over the floats? Maybe I didn't. The floats on these. So NIVF has a float of under 1 million. TRAW has a float of 3.74. KPRX has a float of 293. All right. So that's what it's looking like. ATRs, we got $1.05, 40 cents, 49 cents, and 93. So all of them are looking like they're over 10 cents. They can, you can possibly get 10 cents out of them. KPRX just destroyed the moon. It jumped out of there where it just left 541 all the way up here to 743. It is up 150% right now. And that level on the daily chart, which I just literally marked over there, that's where it's headed. So it may end up touching that for sure. That daily level is right here. These are the two we just did on the daily level. 788, and then there was one at 899. But still no clear uptrend. Let me jump back to the 1 minute. Back to the 1 minute real quick. And it's gonna have to pull back and show us some type of uptrend here. So coming on back down now, and we will jump around to the other three top movers as well. So we got this one, KPRX. Let's jump over to NIV. Still going down, looking like it's trying to get down to that 429, but it's running out. You know, people, the volume is shifting. People are looking at T-Raw and KPRX, which have some type of news on today. T-Raw coming on down. Can we verify some type of trend here? It's got what, 1,273, but we don't know if it's done going down. It came down to this daily level of the 267 and kind of thinking about what it wants to do here. Back over to NIVF. Yeah, I think that one's losing its excitement. Point of control still up here at $3.34. And now we're starting to see some type of what looks like an uptrend, but no confirmations on T-Raw. And then up here on KPRX, we are seeing it come down. We'll see how it holds this 634. Let's jump back over to the 15 minute on it. Still up there, hadn't closed this 15 minutes, so but almost reached that daily level of the 788s. Almost. 5 minute. Whole lot of motion out here for sure. Okay, where's my drawing tools? Drawing tools, and I want to do all right, what do I want to make a note of? So KPRX was the one, they got money talks, they have the options deal. They have a options deal. And right now all they've gotten, so they got a immediate option payment of 1.25 if everything goes well. If everything goes well, they could get 110 million plus royalties is the new royalties. I rarely ever use this one. Okay, here it is. So this is how TOS puts their look how it just stuck it out there like that. I guess I can move it during the day, but that's the news right there. I just put it on the chart so I can see it. And I'll move it over as the day goes on if I need to, but it is getting a little bit of sell off here. Let's go to the 1 minute. Did it move? Wait, did it still there? Don't see it. Might just be on the 1 minute. I should have moved it to the 1 minute then, huh? Guess I could do it there, but it's whatever. It's there. Let's go back to the 15 minute, see if I can see it. Yeah, yep. Options deal, 125. Actually, I should edit this and put in here options 1 million, so I know what that 125 is, and then that 110 mil plus royalties. So there's the news. If I come out to the 15 minute, I'll see the news or whatnot. But just trying to identify a trend at this point. So let's go back over here to here. APRX just holding around that level. Let's go circulate through. So NIVF is going to end up probably just dying today. It can't end up holding up. Dying through this 428 level. Let's jump back over to T-Raw. Where you at? Auto. Okay, so now we're seeing some type of trend here. So we got one at the 225, and then it moved up here to the around the 268, but has not confirmed anything here yet. Still operating under the point of control. So we'll see if it wants to move down again. Has a bottom of this previous candle on the one of $3. So right around the $3 whole dollar level is where it's floating. So as of now, we have a couple of stocks. We leading the day is NIVF. We have T-Raw, we have BMGL, and KPRX. Well, BMGL, I mean, it's not really in the competition. It just got knocked off. So NIVF, T-Raw, KPRX leading the day. And two of these have things that's happening today. So I will definitely be watching. Okay. Good morning, Laura Lee. Good morning, Donnell. And good morning, everybody else that's tuning in. Getting on down. 460. A nice little what looks like an uptrend. So we'll go from the bottom here. See how it ends up holding this level. Can it break it down or whatnot? If it does break it down, I'll be looking to make a new uptrend, and it'll need to make another lower low to invalidate this this uptrend. Because it could just pop right back up. It could go down, tap it, and fall all the way down here to 226, and then get bought right back up to the trend. So that's why I don't just immediately get rid of them. There's got to be some meaningfulness to this, all this chaos, right? All right, KPRX jumping back up there, 627s. Made a small bottom here at 512. It is a little steep, coming from down here, this previous low up to this level. So if it does, yeah, that's a little steep right there. That's, I think I'll wait. That doesn't look right. I want it to be something that everybody can see, because if I'm the only one seeing it, then yeah, that's not gonna work. I need everybody to see an uptrend. KPRX coming up to 10 million shares traded. I want something everybody can see. T-Raw, right on this trend. Looking like it wants to get on down there. NIVF dried up in volume. So this is the first trend that it's trying to make, but don't know where it wants to go. Just sitting there on that whole dollar level, no aggressive movement off of it. KPRX. May come back down here and test this 516. We'll have to see. Let's jump back out to the 15s. Okay, so had a level down here of 512 on the 15. That it bounced off of 511. Jump to the 5. Okay, so let's jump back over to, that's KPRX, T-Raw. Back over to the 15. I think this one's pretty well marked up. It's kind of just trading in between these dailies and stuff, so no rush there. Waiting for a trend. To end what this looks like an uptrend, to end this though, it would need to go under 287 and start to trade into this little gap area around 250. Needs to break down 287 first though. KPRX. Again, trying some things up here. Doing a whole bunch of snatching, grab and snatching, or snatch and grab. It's kind of a big pullback there. Still trading under the point of control. That 650 is giving it some issues. That's where the majority of trades have happened this morning during this period. Okay, T-Raw. Another one breaking down. So this is what's been my problem in pre-market. Not waiting for these trends to set up and waiting for those higher lows. Then it ends up crashing on me when I buy right here on the trend line. It's like, oh man, I shouldn't have bought there. I should have waited. So giving it time to actually, show me something that everybody can see. KPRX about to cross 10 million shares traded. Okay. So it made a low out here. 450. Very shallow little trend. We'll see if it breaks that down. 473s. See what it invalidates. Back over to T-Raw. It's just hugging this $3 level. I think it's gonna end up dumping here soon. Super hug on that. NIVF we just looked at. Let's go back to KPRX. Still in some type of consolidation. No clear trend. Okay. We got room down here on the 15 minute to the 511s. Need to go back to the 5 minute and see if I see any questionable areas. $15 is 668 level. Something interesting. Another 15 minutes. 15 minute reached up to the 765s. Okay. Let's go to the 5. All right. Looking nice. So just consolidating, continue to trade within this previous red candle and just consolidating downward. We're back up to T-Raw, jumping off of that 3. So it came down here and cracked this level here of the $3, but just has not confirmed any higher. I want to see a higher low above 315. Let's see how it holds 315 here. Can it get a good test of that on T-Raw? 315. It's up to its point of control right now, that 334, where the majority of trades have happened. Opening a new candle underneath that. So can it hold up 315, or is it going to throw another red down through there? KPRX under 100% now, 96%. You know, a small little breakout, but can you form a low? Can you get a pullback above 315? Okay, opening a candle lower. Still no pullback on 315. Now this is the 1 minute chart I'm looking at right now though. Let's go look at KPRX. It fell under 100%. It still has this 15 minute here at 511. Let's go see if we can identify anything on the 5 minute. Not really. 15 minutes are way clearer than the 5s right now. All right, back out to the 1. Okay. And also NIVF ended up going down as well, retesting what we thought were uptrends. So it still got space down here to this 429 15 minute level. Okay. We got a little slip down right above that 315 level. So did get a pullback of that level for sure. T-Raw did have, we're underneath the point of control, and we have a kind of like a breakout level up here at 338s. We'll see how this candle closes. If it continues to trade towards the downside of this red on the 1 minute, it's going to be a little bit bearish. Oh man. All right. About to close this candle. Will it open up lower again? Will it show us a little bit of red? Nope. It is not showing us red there. You've seen these wicks before though. Did hold at 315, but again facing some issues right there at that point of control. We can do it again. If we can pull back up and hold 315 again, this thing could get going up, but just watching. 326 right now. T-Raw has 133% up right now. Again, right along this level. That's kind of nasty. That's some real fakes right there. Wow. Come on now. Yeah, that's some nasty fakes right there. Head fakes. Mm. So at this point, this is looking like it's forming a hangman, which should go down if it closes like this. Yeah. So I'm expecting some type of downward movement to be coming here soon. I don't know when, but I know this is a hangman at the top of a move. And it has back down here to the 325s to break down. Yeah, I'm just going by pattern right now, and I'm saying, yeah, that's a hangman probably going down. Let me go back over here to NIVF. Yeah, a dying breed. KPRX, not a whole lot of upward motion either. But this one, T-Raw had the closest thing to a uptrend. It just may not end up holding up on this initial one. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty lady. So we're coming up on the top of the hour. T-Raw, let's see, it held up, or this is NIVF, held up here on this level. Oh, we're back up. Okay. Still looking like we're holding this trend. I'm guessing the bottom here of 225 would be my out. If it starts to want to revisit these levels here, the 343s or whatnot. T-Raw, Kiora. Very tight little trend here, though. I mean, it's just hugging it. Getting bought back up there again. So that's a breakdown. It just continues to hold that 315. Is it ready to move up? Is the question. Still struggling. Man, this struggle bus is real around here. I don't know what to do here. This is some hard consolidation at this top. And I know I saw this hangman here, but it just hasn't reacted to it yet. So I don't know. Oh, it's a hangman on the 5 minute too now. Okay. So further confirmation on the 5 minute. Let's jump back to the 5. Same thing, came up to the top of the move. It closes like this. How many minutes does it have left? 2 minutes left to close like this. And it's not going to be looking great. If it closes on the 1 and the 5 with hangmans, I'm thinking it's going to have some downwards love coming real soon if it can't continue. Okay, there we go. So closing this candle. Whoa, where am I? Okay, again there. It's got a level up there of 343 and it continues to just not move up. 5 minute, no longer looking like a hangman. It's above the point of control. Can we see 40s? So tight, man. Oh my gosh. All these little fakes. What I don't want to do is buy and then crash out. So I think I'm just going to sit back. If it gets this indecisive, you know, I think everybody's a blind bet at this point. So I'm just going to wait. Even if it does go right there, it will definitely leave me in the dirt. Okay. NIVF still struggling. T-Raw, CPRX still going down. So it did get below this 15 minute that we saw, and now it's got to make a whole new trend. So that one's kind of out of the running for a pre-market. Popping back up here again after another low try. Okay. All right. All right. We're about to enter. Oh, we're about to come up to the top of the hour. Could we get in though? Thank you. Gee whiz. 51 shares. Let's see if this thing can continue to drive up. Has a bottom here of 324. Got 85 shares there. Let's see if you can get some continuation. 90 shares. There we go. 124 in. Looking forward to continue this uptrend. If possible, my out will be down here at 325. Looking forward to continue this uptrend though. On T-Raw. I will be out down here at 324, 323 though, for sure. Can we get a little break of this 383 towards $4? Can we start getting out of these levels here? 375s. Okay. There's a little push. Dope. All right, so we have levels up here that could become problems up here at 417. So I'm thinking about throwing some out 417, 450s, but we'll see where it wants to go. Got a bottom down here of 324. So we watch this thing get extra tight up here on this trend. I'm still like, bro, go. Stop playing. Just go. Very indecisive mover here. T-Raw is still up 163%. And like I said, if it comes back down to this 324, I'm out. I'm not even gonna deal with it. All this tight motion in here too. And I'm looking to bring my stop up to this 338, 338-ish level. The next place I want to be out, because that's where all the tightness was. The point of control is still at 334 right now. And I could be looking to get it up to 360s, but giving it some time, and I got my stop already ready to get out, or my mental stop, because you can't really put it in real stops here. I want to see it back over this level of 375. If I can, I'm gonna be looking to move my stop up to. So right now I have an average price of 368. I would love to get my stop up to this 356 level if it can do a little break there over this 371. But I'm just gonna be patient. Try to be patient. Can we see some green over that 370? So looking to stop out at 334 as it comes back down there. Okay. Okay, a very small touch. I want to see it start holding this level of 376 if it can. I see another one popping up called Agent, but it's not up much. It's up 19%. Not worried about that. Can we see this thing start holding up? If not, I am ready to get out at 334. Need to see 375s. $334. Play with me if you want to. I shall be out. Okay, continuing to hold what looks like the uptrend, but not exactly. Out. Broke the trend. 334 was the point to get out. Okay. Let it do its thing. Still watching it. Not gonna play that game. No siree. All right, NIVF. Still in a flat range, but T-Raw gave the best setup during pre-market. It's looking for it to continue back up, but it just could not. And at this point, there's going to be a whole new trend here. Just got to do all of that over again. And if it continues to make lower trends, then it'll just invalidate the other ones. KPRX just continued the walk down game. So it invalidated that first one and looking like it wants to walk down now. I'd much rather just go ahead and take off that. And I got a little bit of slippage, but that's okay. Would have been down a lot more on that fall. And no other trends, no other uptrends I can see here. And if it starts to flatten out and starts to actually dump through the 3, I definitely don't want to be a part of a dump. Coming back up there to the struggle area. Does want to start holding here now. Try again to hold these 315s. $339s. Kind of in between a rock and a hard place. Right back to this tight area. Looking for a higher low than 315 at this point. Closing that candle. And now it's starting to look like sideways consolidation a bit. More lows down there, letting that thing do what it does. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more like sideways consolidation. I was thinking it's going to get up and just take us on up with it. Maybe retest those highs of 450, but that was not in the plan today. Okay, we got a couple popping up. We have, oh, let's pop back over here. We have well, we already looked at NIVF, T-Raw, KPRs. We have Asian, and we have SOAR. Let's look at the news. I know SOAR is one that we've seen before, though. All right, so June 3rd, Volato Aircraft Trading Program delivers strong Q1 results. Leasing initiative expands revenue opportunities. Okay. Only up 25% there, though. Let's look through those. So Asian and SOAR. Asian and SOAR. Let's look at these. Asian, not looking the hottest. And then SOAR, which I know for a fact I've seen before. Went up there to 401. Up 20 something percent. It may be a 20% struggler. It has 1 million shares traded. Not too clear on the emotion either. Okay. All right, we got T-Raw. So we got a tested bottom here. We'll see. It did hold at 315 level. Again. But will it go ahead and break this? Because it's definitely on a walk down motion right now. SOAR, what you looking like? SOAR coming up here on Q1 earnings news. I don't know. Saying that they did pretty good. Let's go read into this. Consistent aircraft sales performance now powering launch of third-party leasing strategy for high-demand charter platforms. Volato Group announced that its aircraft trading program delivered 25.1 million in revenue in the first quarter of 2025, with comparable outcome expected in Q2. Strategy bills proven. Okay. Earnings going on up there. It's got a catalyst for the day. It's at 362. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you got going on, SOAR? That's quite a bit of the motion you got there, up to 490. Pulling back down to 4, only up 60%. 2 million shares traded. We'll see. It's got some competition on the board. We'll see what it wants to do. I don't know what it wants to do actually. T-Raw ended up driving on down. Glad I stopped out where I did. Stopped out around this 334, 340-ish level, and now it's down to 310. Could not confirm those uptrends. KPRX soars at $4. But yeah, soars on that struggle bus a little bit. Lordy, that dip. $4 all the way down to 350. Very nasty drops on SOAR. Yeah, so T-Raw just kind of disappointing motion to try to continue this up. SOAR has overcome aging. We're looking for this thing to come down a little bit. Up 39%, 40% on the earnings though. That's the thing. It's like, maybe if you were in before, like down here when there was nothing, maybe there would be something. But I'm just gonna keep looking around, see if I can verify anything else. Right now, though, pre-market is not looking to be blessing. All right, so Sori is making its way up $4. But I don't know, it is a little bit choppy. Maybe it'll need to retest these threes or something, but we've seen these things go straight up, which I thought this was what was about to happen through the five. But the move here was from like 2 up to 399. T-Raw continuing to go down past the 3. So that's what I didn't want to get caught in. I much rather just go ahead and cut it if it's not going to go than be sitting there getting tortured down here around the 3. Be down 40 cents. Be down almost $100. Yeah, that is not the plan. Let's go over here to the 15 minutes, see what you're looking like. Hasn't closed one 15-minute yet. Let's go to the 5. So we see big wicks on each one of these 5-minute candles going up, pushing it back down. T-Raw all the way under, all the way back down here towards that daily level of the 267. I'm losing all hope in that one for pre-market for sure. NIVF, KPRX. That would have hurt my heart. 340 all the way down here to under 3. Like, bruh. No. But it's the same thing. Find those trends because all trends do not fail. So, sometimes we find them, they're tight like that, and they get going. Like, they get going. KPRX headed on down, under going towards under 50% now. We got a new level here. It could be a new trend, but it just continues to move down. So invalidating those other trends and staying to the right, invalidating those higher trends for sure. Keeps moving down. NIVF. It's another one that I was kind of watching. It's been on continuation. Came down, tested this level. Still has 38 million shares traded, but T-Raw is about to outclass it in volume. T-Raw has 37 million shares traded and NIVF has 38. T-Raw is about to eat its lunch here in a second. And if it does, I'm definitely not touching NIVF. Because T-Raw has an active catalyst on today. And I don't want to get caught slipping like that. Soar all the way back down at a 3. Only 4 million shares traded. And then Agent moving down as well. So we got 5 on the watch. NIVF, T-Raw, KPRX, Soar, and Agent. I tried T-Raw. It could not hold up. Thought it could go higher. It just could not. I did have profit in hand for a little bit there, which I could have probably taken some, but I was looking for that continuation move. And I'm okay. I already had my where I was getting stopped out at. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. Once it gets to that level, I will hit the sell. Soar, KPRX. T-Raw coming up and hitting his head again right around that 315 level, the level that I was looking for it to hold, and it is just not. NIVF back up here over 5. Can it? Yeah. T-Raw did not keep it under wraps there, did it? Okay. So it's just coming back up, hitting his head on this 15-minute $5 hold dollar level. I still don't trust that. I'm on the side leaning that it has some more to go down. It's about to get I kind of see what it's doing. It's trying to keep its volume above. It's the leading in volume, but T-Raw is catching up so quickly. I don't think it's going to be able to hold here. All right, Soar, Agent going on back down towards 20%. So they're falling. I don't like those 20% strugglers. I like to see things moving up, moving on up, you know. But yeah, NIVF is about to give up the ghost here. At least one of them is. I don't know. NIVF is getting a little bit of love over here across the 5. Let's go look at the 15-minute. It looks like a head and shoulders on the 15-minute. Let's see. So we got this big wick up here towards the 590, another wick, and then this one almost in the same area, 525 here. Yeah, I don't know. That looks kind of like a misformed head and shoulders, but I don't know. Everybody has to see the pattern. Everybody has to see the same thing. So I'm gonna go on my guesstimation. I don't know, man. T-Raw may not be able to catch this thing. Only needs a little bit more. But if it does catch it, I'm thinking NIVF is going to take a dip. Hard dip. So at this point, we got movers. It's just following the volume. Once NIVF falls off, it's gonna be T-Raw all day. And I'll come back and probably come back and look at T-Raw again. If it can verify some trends. Oops. This one's just downtrending. Still hovering around that $3 level. NIVF came back down to the fives. Not looking so hot on the 5-minute on NIVF. Let's go jump to the 5. It's got a nice top and tail in this range, looking like it's completing what looks like a head and shoulders. So this will be a shoulder. This is the head, and then this is a shoulder. So I really don't know about this one. Especially if it just consolidates in this level to the open. Yeah, it might be a little sinker. SOAR coming back up there. Jump down to the 1. Again, this one looks like a mini head and shoulders. It's got a little shoulder here. It's 374 head kind of area, and then another shoulder. So again, I'm seeing a lot of that. Don't really like it. Okay, NIVF breaking back down that 5. T-Raw back up here again as well. Getting this what looks like some type of uptrend. $3.12s. Can we hold this level? And I can just get out at $3 if it fails back under 3. Let's see if it goes back up there. Because it's tested this 1, 2, 3 times. Can it get back to those 3.12s, 3 all of that stuff? Still up 119%. And I can be out down here towards the 3. It's still got the best uptrend that I'm seeing so far though. See if it'll hold this. 305s. Trade back in this level. SOAR continues to look like it wants to go up though. It's gonna have to close this candle. Is it trying to go down or up? If it gets back under 373s, it's gonna be completing a shoulder pattern, coming back into the shoulder. But if it gets over 394s going towards 4, oh, I forgot I'm looking to complete the trends, aren't I? Okay, so this would not be a trend yet. Oh, what's it? Went down here, blah blah blah. So soar up 50%. These wicks and things, I'm just not really feeling it. All right, T-Raw doing this thing again. Holding a lower level at the threes now. The 315 still over the top. Let's see if it ends up pushing down. Still up 110%. Right at that $3 level. Same thing with NIVF. SOAR is looking like it wants to pop the top. SOAR has 7 million shares traded. So definitely way lower volume, but it's got the momentum. It's got the catalyst. Q1 revenues are up, but man, these pullbacks are devastating. All right. NIVF back down to 5. Okay. T-Raw has a top here of 305, riding up this level. But the 5-minute and 15-minute don't look great on T-Raw. Let's go look at the 15. 15-minute huge red candle and all that good stuff. So yeah, probably gonna chill out to the open. NIVF going down. And SOAR is the only thing that's really doing its thing, but it's on some Q1 earnings, and earnings is just, it's hard to trade, especially after the open. It kind of pitters off. But no trend on this one either. It's super steep. So it's gonna go. It'll just go by itself. T-Raw gave up. Yeah, so SOAR's just throwing big wicks. Point of control down here at this 363s that it moved off of. Let's go to the 1 minute. So hit the 5. But no real test back down. It is what it is. I will come back and revisit later on in the day and see if I can take a trade during the regular session. But right now, just don't see it. Big drops on SOAR too. Nah, I'm good. I want to find the trends. And the trends are failing for this session Coming down here back to the 286. Yeah. I would have suffered on that today. Anyway, about to get out of here. I took a $40 loss on T-Raw. Trying to see if it can hold up that 350-ish level. I went ahead and sold it. And glad I did, because I would have been down here under $3, down 40 cents. I only had 125 shares, I think, but was giving it a try to get back up there, and yeah, it just couldn't do it. So 124 shares. But yeah, glad I sold where I did. I was looking for it to make those higher lows and continue upwards. It just couldn't. It's up 107 right now. NIVF is still up 179. We got KPRX just going sideways, walking down. And then we had SOAR, which came up here, but no real identifiable trend there. Just kind of steep movement up and into a chop fest. So I'll come back later on in the day and see if there's anything after the open, after these kind of drop down and find some type of resting point. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. Whoa, I still got a buy order out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I saw that. I still got buy orders out there. Look at that. 34 buy orders out there. Let me cancel that real quick. I don't know where those buy orders were. It must have been way higher, but there were limit orders all the way up here. I'm glad I saw that. But now I'm about to get out of here. I think I cleared. Let me make sure I cleared everything else out, because that would have been horrible to come back. That thing went up, snapped my buys in, and now it's headed down. Oh my gosh. I would have been livid. I think that's all the buy orders that I had out there. Yeah. Okay. That is it for today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will be back pre-market tomorrow, trying to find these trends. That's been the biggest thing, find these trends. Now here, it just got so, wait, was this the one? No, T-Raw. Here, it got so tight and it was towards the top, and I was like, man, this thing is just barely, it's looking like it wants to go. And it went, I got in at like around 350 something, went up to 380s, but I wasn't expecting it to stop there. I was looking for it to go ahead and test that 418, maybe 450, but could not do it. So it is what it is, and I will be back later on today to try to see if I can take another position. Anyway, like I said, that is it for today, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll do